Hello, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are in the world, or I should say good day, because I don't know if it's morning, night, or evening for you, or afternoon, or what time of day it is for you when you're going to find and watch this reading. So, this is our love reading that we do I've been doing every single day. So, we're going to dive into the energy for your person and see what's going on with them today, get a little nosy, see what we got going on. So, this is the overall energy finality. I feel like don't read into that too much. We're gonna dive into it. This is just the overall energy. This is almost giving me, it's like either Ten of Swords, or I'm getting more death rebirth kind of feeling, that there might be something that we're leaving behind or they're leaving behind in the energy. We are moving into this full moon lunar eclipse that could have a lot of influence on things changing, the dynamics changing, where people across the board collectively are releasing and letting go of certain things in their life. So let's go ahead and keep going. So the way we do these readings, if you're new here, is we get see how they're viewing you, and then we get their feelings, thoughts, intentions, next actions, any obstacles, blockages that might be encountered, and then an overall outcome. I apologize if there's any noise that you hear in the background. I have my neighbor next door is moving, so they're moving some stuff around. So, I did this the other day. I did this yesterday. The same thing where I wanted to put that there instead of here. So we got to switch around. So they're viewing you as being very patient, very tolerant with them. The Six of Pentacles coming out in their feelings, feeling like you've been very patient with them, you've been very generous, you've been very patient with your time, energy, and effort. So it will be interesting to see what this finality card means overall. So in their thoughts are the Six of Wands. This actually came out yesterday in the same position. I feel like we might be pulling on that same collective energy. In their intentions is the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have their next actions is Judgment, with the obstacle being our intuition, using our intuition, the High Priestess. This also could talk about hidden obstacles that we may not see in our path. And then we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups as the overall outcome here, which I feel is around... I think that's centered around someone thinking about offering something up to you. We'll see. Okay, because I really want to dive in and clarify some of this stuff, because the overall message that I'm getting here is someone who respects you, even if you don't realize it. They do have respect for you. They do see you as someone who has been very patient with them in some way, some aspect, that you've been very generous, you've been very patient. They're thinking and reflecting on how much you have done for them or how much you've given to the situation, and maybe feeling like they didn't match you, but they do have a positive outcome when they're thinking about this connection. They're thinking positively. With the Six of Wands, they are thinking positively, but there's this huge attraction here to you. With the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone they're seeing as high value, and they're seeing potential success, which is good. That means they're in a positive mind frame, which means this is really, I feel like I almost feel like this closure has to do with this Judgment card. So with their next actions being the Judgment card, the Judgment is about a reckoning day, like a reckoning day. And with this kind of falling, even though I kind of have to look at everything on the table, and with this kind of falling right underneath the Six of Pentacles, it's almost telling me that the Judgment is coming around, like them realizing potentially like how much you maybe gave to the connection and maybe they didn't, or maybe them realizing that they didn't, even though they valued you, they maybe didn't show you that they valued you in some way. I feel like I can't clarify this, High Priestess. I have to honor the fact that that's coming through. I think that this obstacle wants to stay hidden. I will say that I am seeing, I am seeing that she is focused on this book, which means the High Priestess is about gaining knowledge too, listening to our intuition. That I feel like when, that when it comes to this person or comes to the situation, it's saying that the obstacle may be that we're not listening to our intuition. You, them, or both people are not listening to your inner guidance, your inner wisdom in as to certain dynamics of this relationship or this situation, that there may be more knowledge to gain here, that or wisdom to gain, perspective to gain, to have this, this success that they're wanting, this success that they're looking for, to be able to approach here. There might be something that they're just not seeing that could potentially blindside them. I do want to go ahead and give me a clarification on this finality. What does this finality do? Because this person does not look like they're bothered. They don't look like they're emotional in any way. So they're just nonchalantly walking down those railroad tracks. So I feel like here, like they're enjoying the scenery. So this could be that somebody that took a long time, the long way around to a situation. It maybe took them a long time to come around to something, a long time to close something and leave something behind in the past, or walk away from something. But I do want to get a clarifier on this finality card. Give me a card on this finality card, please. Okay, that's the one that wanted to fall out. So the Nine of Cups talks about our wish fulfillment. It can also talk about overindulgences. I really feel in this case, there might have been, this person may have overindulged in some things. This could also talk about an ending of this being out of balance, wanting to bring an end to the imbalance here, understanding with the next actions that that maybe they're calling judgment on themselves, knowing that maybe they didn't reciprocate in the way that they should have in some way. And that's what, like, maybe they were indulging in other things and not their priority. They didn't make this connection, or you possibly a priority, and where you may have been very patient with them while they were maybe sowing their wild seeds or whatever, so you were very patient with them. Or maybe it's just their own, like their personality. Maybe they had some things that were causing some issues here, and you were patient while they were trying to figure things out, is what I think. But I feel like with this finality card, they're finally wanting to bring judgment to the situation and put something to an end. I feel like this is somebody, like I said, that took the long way home, the long way around, the long way home. They were smelling the roses and enjoying life along the way, weren't in any hurry to get to their destination, is what I feel here. So they see you as someone who has been very, very patient here. I do want to see what the Six of Pentacles is. Give me clarification on the Six of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I think that they're starting to feel, so they're starting to feel, this person is starting to realize that the wheel is turning, time is going by, that the longer they take the longer they extend their journey home, that they keep getting sidetracked on their way back around to you, that could cause the wheel to turn against them, because the wheel can turn in our favor or against us. And so I keep having the Wheel of Fortune continuously keeps popping up in all the readings the last few days. So that really tells me that there is a big change coming, like I felt that, I think that this full moon lunar eclipse is going to cause some big changes within people, and I think I even said that at the beginning of the reading. So they're seeing you as with their intentions. We'll get more on their intentions, but their intentions is to value you, I believe, or place more value upon you in their life. With this Queen of Pentacles being here, I'm also seeing that they feel like you're very lucky with the rabbit being there. So they want to communicate. They want to share with you. I think that they're going to try and in some way want to communicate that they do see, they do value you. If maybe, because I think I did mention, I feel like this is somebody who maybe didn't indicate that they valued you. And so they want to set that record straight. That's that judgment. That's their next actions. They want to set the record straight. They want you to understand that they do indeed value you. They do indeed care about you. They do see you as somebody valuable, important, a high profile person that they do want in their life in some way. They do see you as very lucky as well. So see, look at that, the Empress. This person definitely sees your worth. They see your value. They may be willing, they may be considering offering you something here, because not only do we have the Hierophant coming out in their next actions, but we also have the Page of Cups energy, which I said I feel like they're wanting to offer you something. So they might I feel like, although they may consider you someone that they may want to build a life around, or build a life with, or have you in their life permanently in some way, it doesn't have to necessarily talk about marriage, but the Hierophant card can also talk about value and our values, and so this is someone who is saying that I need to step up and prioritize this person a little bit more to make them understand, because maybe I've turned my back on them in the past, and now I'm seeing that I've turned my back on them, and now I on the Empress, on somebody that I see as the Empress. And with the Page of Swords here, they maybe have been watching you, and they are concerned because they're starting to understand what they've done. And with the Judgment card coming out here, and there's a fear that they potentially could lose out on you because the wheel is turning. Like I said, they're understanding that they're running out of time. They've taken too long to come home, to get home. They've dilly-dallied long enough, and they realize that if they don't do something, if they don't get their behinds home and come back home to the Empress, that they may lose out for good. They may not, that they may come home to the locks changed, the door's locked and the locks changed, where they can't come home anymore. So I'm not going to pull on that High Priestess, because I want to respect the fact that I'm being told not to. And then the Page of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This is really good energy here in the outcome, because especially as clarifying energy, because this is very steadfast. Also, we have a card that talks about, when it almost circles back and talks about that balance that this person is looking at bringing, that we had in their feelings, of the fact that they feel like there was this, that they haven't reciprocated maybe in the way that they should have in this connection. And so this is someone, although they, again, the Knight of Pentacles taking their darn sweet time, this may not come in, they may dilly-dally long, and miss out. I mean, even though they're thinking about this, and they are thinking about giving this offer, and they are thinking about, the offer has to do with them wanting to express that how valuable they see you, or how important you are to them in some way. And they want to bring fairness and justice. They want to balance this out in some way, but oh my gosh, they're so slow. So this goes back to this card of, this is somebody who, I keep getting the song, Take the Long Way Home. They're taking the long road, the long way home. And they're about to get put in the doghouse, I feel, or they're feeling that, they're sensing that they've got to get going here. They need to step it up a little bit. At least in this deck, usually this horse is stopped at a river. There is this little branch here, but that horse can jump or step right over that branch. It's not impeding them. It's not a huge blockage. So whatever this blockage is that is being hidden by the high priest, see how that knight is looking at that obstacle. It's not as big as they think. That obstacle, whatever it is, it can be circumvented. It can be navigated around or over to get to the Empress, but they have to be willing to bypass it, to step over that branch to get to you. And they could get distracted. There is this squirrel up here, and whenever, I don't know if it's like squirrel, that distracted energy. There's distractions that keep them from that keep them diverging off of their path home to you, my collective. So this person seems to get, I don't know if this person maybe has a tad of ADHD or something like that, but I feel like this is somebody who gets very easily distracted by things, and it takes them forever to get to from point A to point B, wherever, whatever that is in their life. So if this is somebody who is trying to find a job, they may take a long time to get a job. And I have one of my children is that way, where it takes him a long time to get around to doing something, but once he incorporates it in his life, once he gets there, he continually, like he'll show up every day, but it takes him a long time to get to the starting line. It's like he drags his feet, and it takes him forever to get like from the start to the finish. But once he gets to the finish line, like once he gets a job, he shows up every day and he does the work and everything. But getting him to get to that job of putting the applications in, and it's like pulling teeth to get him to get over that finish line when it comes to anything, because he kind of drags his feet. He gets distracted by so many things, whether it be in his internal or external environment. There's just, there's a lot of things that kind of make him it's procrastinate is not the right word for it. It's more just that it's a challenge to stay on track. It's a challenge to stay to stay on course, in a sense. I hope that kind of makes sense. So what we're going to do here is this person is really slow to come in. If you're looking at timelines, I'm seeing the 20. I'm seeing potentially, I'm seeing 14 to 20 weeks, because the 14 and 20 are standing out, or potentially, what would that be? So that's 4 into 20, like 5. Yeah, I'm seeing like potentially, it could potentially be 5 or 6 months from now. I hate to say that, but different people are on different timelines. So that's how I said, this person is pretty slow, but they are putting an end to something. They are feeling the pressure. They are feeling that they need to ramp things up. So whatever it is that has made them distracted, which has kept them at a distance, they are wanting to bring that to a close. They're wanting to close out some things in their life that are distracting them, that are keeping them away, or keeping them off the path home to you. But I feel like this is going to take a little bit of time to do that. But I do feel like this person may come in rather quickly, or try to come in sooner than the 5 or 6 months to tell you something. So I do feel like they want to communicate something sooner rather than later, because they want to keep you, they don't want you to close that door and change all the locks on them. So that they are going to kind of send you a message or communicate something to hope that you'll give them a little extra time. This is somebody who feels like they need time. They don't want you to get away. So they're going to try and keep you on the line a little bit longer. They're banking on your patience, knowing that you're very loving and patient and giving with them. And they're banking on that, to say, maybe they're going to give me an extension, on this loan that I've taken out against this connection, so that I can get my affairs in order. But keep in mind, this person has a history of taking the long way home, of getting distracted very easily. So we're looking at the energy now that it may take them 5 or 6 months to get back home, so to speak, where where they're more present in your life on a regular basis. That could be extended because this person has a tendency to easily get distracted by things in their life, which get them off on tangents, which keep them from they diverge from the path that they're supposed to be on, and they have to get back on track. So what they want to tell you or share with you is finding out the truth crushed me. I think that there's a concern here that you could be moving on without them. Maybe they've seen something, or they're getting the fact that you're about done. Okay, that your patience is about spent with them, which is why I feel like they're wanting to come in and communicate something to let you understand that you do mean something to them, because they do want to keep you on the hook. They do realize, like I said, I think the truth that they're finding out is that their time is almost up, that this is almost, the door is almost closed behind them. They're almost locked out. I wish I had treated you better. Yeah, that definitely came through. I'm grateful for the lesson. And the lesson that they're learning is they've if they have something that is important to them, that they value in their life, that they can't drag their feet. They can't let other things, people, places, stuff get in the way or distract them from what it is that they want in their life. Because if they wait too long, they could miss out. So that's the lesson I feel that this person is learning, is that they kind of got to get their ish together, in a sense, and not drag their feet and procrastinate when it comes to, or let things distract them, because I feel like this person with this 9 of Cups energy is very easily distracted. And I got that with that squirrel that was on the Knight of Pentacles, that this person moves so slow because they're so easily distracted by things. But that causes them to miss out on opportunities in their life, and the universe is trying to teach them that if they keep letting things distract them and get off of, you know, diverge off of the path that they're supposed to be on, or they know they're supposed to be on, they could miss out on valuable things. So that's what I'm going to leave this reading. I hope that you resonated with it, that you got something out of this reading that helps you in some small way. I hope that you'll hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber already. I thank you to all those people who do all those things, who have subscribed, who have that do share in the comments, or like the videos, and support me in any way that you support me, because it does help the channel grow, which means more people get the benefit of the readings. So I thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful and lovely day. Excuse me, wherever you are in the world. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up and showing me the support you have. Have a blessed and wonderful day.